difficult for me to have any kind of internet connection. Okay guys, I am continuing to try to get the live stream up and running. There are internet issues that I'm aware of and Time Warner is aware of, but that have not yet been fixed. And as of right now, I don't even see that we've got on my secondary device is not showing me the stream at all. So we may be in another situation like I was in last night where the break had to be done the following day. I know that sounds weird, but basically what they did is continuing to try here with this stream. So far, I see no responses in chat, and I personally have not been able to get any video to load. I don't know if you have audio. Last night, there was audio and no video. So, okay, so Marty, you see a picture. Marty just popped up into chat and says it looks live to him. So I'm going to ask... picture and sound is my question, because right now I don't have either on the iPad. Okay, so he said it was live for like 3 seconds. So I'm going to wait here another minute or so. And if we don't have any resolution, then we will have to reschedule. The other part of this, of course, the unfortunate part of this is my iPad sometimes does this to me regardless of whether there's an issue overall. So knowing that I have the Time Warner Spectrum issue, which causes me to have slow and no internet connections at night, coupled with the fact that I can't always see it on my iPad, is making it difficult for me to make a decision. All right, so Marty says it comes back for a second or two at a time. You get picture and sound, and then it goes away. And Skid, I don't know how to pronounce that whole username. Skid says it's working fine for him. Okay, so then here's the overriding concern. If it's working some of the time and not the whole time, here's my thought. Once we start the break, I don't like to stop it, because once things are open, cases are open, and boxes are open, I don't believe in cutting the stream. So at that point, if we lose video or audio part of the way through the break, I would continue on with the break, and then we would have, of course, the locally recorded version, the backup version, which I'd upload to YouTube as soon as I have the ability to do so. And given the way the connection is acting tonight, I'm thinking that might be tomorrow. So we have that option. Maybe we make it through. Maybe we don't, but know that once we start, we'd keep rolling. Because as I said, I like to keep it all on camera once we start. Option 2 is that we reschedule it for tomorrow during daylight hours. So right now I've got 3 people telling me it's working. So, so you want to continue on tonight, knowing those parameters? Are we good? Obviously, I don't want anybody to have a bad experience with any of this, and I know all of this is not cool. And believe me, Time Warner, I have had out here multiple. It's been a nightmare. At least we now know what is wrong. I just have to wait for them to show up and fix it in 7 days, according to them. Which is why also you don't see breaks scheduled beyond what I already had scheduled when all this started. Inside case and waiting to begin with. 5-star myself until tonight, so I'm kind of learning alongside you since I haven't held any in my hand up to this point. Next out is Tyler Austin, that of course in the gold parallel, and that is numbered 8/25, and that is for the New York Yankees. Next up, Manny Margot for the Padres. That one is not numbered. Followed by Jose Altuve for our World Series winning Houston Astros. Numbered to 15. That's a nice low number for the Yankees. Some of these do have some kind of, well, pretty minor edge and corner issues. I haven't seen anything really super significant, but I have seen a couple of minor things. You've probably seen it as well as we look at these. There is Raimel Tapia for the Rockies. That is not numbered. Here's out of this case, and it is numbered to 30, and it is Omar Vizquel. So nice little hit there for the Cleveland Indians with the Vizquel. Jose De Leon next out for the Tampa Bay Rays. I do see someone has added some things in chat, but what I will do is respond to those in a minute as soon as we finish looking at these cards, and then we'll go from there. Mark McGwire to 25, Oakland A's. That's because I'm going to have to type in the responses, obviously, because video and audio are cutting in and out. This is an example of what I was talking about. There's a tiny, tiny little bit of chipping down there on that lower corner, which I think you could see. That's what I'm talking about. There are some minor little things like that. Nothing too dramatic. Dan Vogelbach for the Mariners, unnumbered. Jacob deGrom for the Mets, unnumbered. Robert Gelman for the Mets, unnumbered. A little Freddie Freeman redemption, and we will, of course, go checklist verify that. But I think we have Freddie Freeman is going to fall to the Atlanta Braves, but we will checklist verify it. Matt Carpenter for the Cardinals, numbered to 25 as well. I will also recap all of these when we get to the end of it. Carson Fulmer, numbered to 50. That is for the Chicago White Sox. And then we have Diaz, numbered to 5. That one is 1/5. If you can catch it right there, it's in that lower left corner there. The 1/5 designation for the Cardinals as well. So let's go checklist verify Freddie Freeman. Of course, checklist, you guys probably all know this. Occasionally you find somebody who doesn't know it. Most part, I think you guys know that these checklists are available on Topps.com and Panini's website for Panini products, of course. And even though we know where this is going, I just always like to go look at the checklist. I think that's the right thing to do, and that's what the listing says that we do. So that is what I do. And just waiting for this to load. And Freddie Freeman is on there for Atlanta Braves, as we expected. So that one is good to go. So here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to recap this break. And then I'm assuming that we are still out of luck on our audio and video because I haven't seen anyone tell me. So after we recap this, I will stop and respond in chat for those who are logged into chat. And then the other two breaks, Immaculate Football and Hoops Basketball, we will reschedule to tomorrow. So we have a redemption for our 5-star autograph jumbo patch for Freddie Freeman, which goes to the Braves. The nice little Diaz 1/5 headed to the Cardinals. Don Mattingly to 15 for the Yankees. It's kind of interesting that he signed his up on his picture. Everyone else, you know, signs in the blank below, but Don Mattingly signed across his picture. It's kind of cool. Jake Thompson for the Phillies. That one unnumbered. Jose Altuve, Manny Margot for the Padres, Tyler Austin for the Yankees, Dansby Swanson for the Braves, Carson Fulmer, White Sox. For the Cardinals, Matt Carpenter, Robert Gelman for the Mets. Also for the Mets, Jacob deGrom, Dan Vogelbach for the Mariners, Mark McGwire /25, nice little hit for the A's. That one again, you know, I see a little bit of a chip down there in that lower corner. Jose DeLeon for the Rays. Our Golden Graphs case hit, Omar Vizquel for the Indians. And then we wrap it up with Tapia for the Rockies. Okay, guys, so here's what's going to happen. Immaculate Football and Hoops Basketball, we're going to reschedule to break tomorrow. I will send everyone involved in those breaks an email message explaining that and giving you the new time because I don't want to continue on. I don't want to open those when we're having stream. And I'm looking back through this because someone in chat just asked me if there was a Red Sox hit in this since they can't see it, obviously. And obviously the video's not working either. For the live stream, clearly everything is working okay on the local recording, which will be uploaded as soon as the lovely weather warms up enough to let me do that. So, yay. I don't see a Red Sox in there. I'm leaving the live feed up so I can continue. Well, there's not much of a live feed, but what asking, let's see, there was the Altuve. Let's double check. A Brave, a Philly, a Cardinal. That is a Mariner, a Met, a second Cardinal, a White Sox, a second Braves. This was a Yankee. Mattingly, of course, a Yankee. That is, who is that again? Padre. A Rocky. An Indian. A Ray. An Oakland A. And an Astro. All right, that helps me answer these questions. So, all right, so oops, that's not to 25, that's to 15. Mattingly to 15. And Tyler Austin to 25. Just waiting here again a couple of minutes to see if anyone else is looking for a breakdown of their team in 5 stars, since the only thing we've got going right now is chat. And then once that is wrapped up, I will be cutting this feed. And once again, Immaculate Football, which ended tonight on the 14th. The break will actually be tomorrow on the 15th at 2 p.m. Eastern, assuming it's not raining, knock wood, because rain will affect it the same as cold will, is what Time Warner tells me. And we will also do our 5-box hoops break at the same time. Oh, we went live again. Excellent. Well, let's see if we can stay live long enough to do a recap then. For the Padres, let me change the camera focus. Hang on, because it'll zoom in and out otherwise. Let's hope we can stay up long enough to maybe get this done, if we're super lucky. So maybe fortune is smiling upon me somewhat, although not really. I hate Time Warner. Manny Margot for the Padres, not numbered. We're going to buzz through this here. Dan Vogelbach, Mariners, not numbered. A few of these do have some little minor chipping things on edges and corners. Carson Fulmer, White Sox, that one is numbered 250. excuse me. For the Phillies, Jake Thompson was unnumbered. For the Cardinals, we have Mike Carpenter /25. And actually, he signed on his picture too, so did Mattingly. We also have Diaz numbered /5. It is 1 of 5 for the Cardinals on the Diaz. Then we have Raimel Tapia for the Rockies. That one is not numbered. For the Yankees, we have the nice Don Mattingly, where he did sign across his picture. That one is numbered /15. Has maybe a little tiny bit of imperfection along the bottom edge. Tyler Austin, also for the Yankees, /25. For the A's, Mark McGwire /25. Nice low number on that one. And again, a little ding right there, kind of a little bit of a chip. You can see that little spot of white down there on that lower corner. That's what that is. For the Tampa Bay Rays, Jose De Leon. For the Astros, we had Jose Altuve, not numbered. Our Golden Graph numbered /30 for the Indians with the Omar Vizquel. For the Braves, our Freddie Freeman Redemption 5-star autograph jumbo patch. Also for the Braves, a little Dansby Swanson coming out unnumbered. And then finally for the Mets, the Robert Gelman and the Jacob deGrom for the Mets. So I don't know if we are still up and running or not, but hopefully we are. Hopefully you guys at least got to see the recap. And Yuval, there were no Cubs in that one. And Robert, you want to see your Yankees cards again? All right, let me see what stack I've got them in. Hold on. I think this is them. And, oh, so you have good video now. Well, that's nice. That's good. Yeah, this has been maddening. The thing fluctuates, and, I mean, I don't know. Nighttime was awful. Last night, tonight, both. But that's what they told me, that it will continue to be awful when it's raining or cold until they get it fixed. Daytime's better. Warmer, nowhere, and as long as there's no rain. So here's your Tyler Austin /25, asking to see your Yankees cards again. So there is Tyler Austin /25. Looks to be in pretty good shape. I mean, maybe just an almost imperceptible little ding down there in the lower left corner on the back. But, I mean, you really have to kind of look closely to see that. And then you had your Don Mattingly /15, number 2 of 15, signed, of course, up on the photograph as opposed to in the gold area. And for the most part, looks pretty good. Again, maybe a tiny, tiny microscopic little imperfection on it, but nothing that I see that looks real bad on that. And so that is the recap on it. And once again, we are rescheduling the Immaculate Football and the Hoops Basketball. I'm going to break those tomorrow at 2 o'clock Eastern. If you are in Immaculate Football or Hoops Basketball, I'm also going to send you that message by way of eBay, provided the internet stays up long enough for me to get the message out. Otherwise, I'll send the message out when it comes back up tomorrow. And sorry again, guys. I don't. These breaks were all already up and running before all this mess happened. And every day Time Warner came, they'd say they were going to fix it, and obviously they never did. But at least now we know what the problem is, and there's an end in sight, and no new listings are going to go up until I have a repair date and it is repaired. So we have a couple more days to struggle through, and then we'll be back in business. So I think that's it for tonight then. I don't see anyone else requesting to see any of their cards, and we've recapped it, and I think everything is wrapped up in chat as well. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video tonight that was 5-star, and we'll go from there. Thanks, guys.